Finally, on my 53rd and 54th cruise, I got to experience Royal Caribbean's perfect day at CocoCay. I'd heard about it for years, but because I stopped cruising on Royal Caribbean about 8-9 years ago, I had yet to experience this aptly named island destination in the Bahamas. Hi, I'm Sandy from Sandy Over 70. I'd like to take you along on my visit to Perfect Day at CocoCay. All of the cruise lines own or lease islands out in the Bahamas so that they have a place to take their passengers for a beautiful beach day. There's always a beach and food and music, but Royal Caribbean went way over the top with Perfect Day. In 2019, they spent $250 million to make this the most exciting private island that would have something for everybody. And it does, for the most part. Since I was on back-to-back cruises, first a 4-day followed by a 3-day Bahama cruise, I got to experience Perfect Day twice. In this video, I'm going to talk about the first day I visited, where I just did an overview to kind of check everything out. My second visit was to their new adult beach area, and I had two very different experiences and two opinions about it. Let me start with my first visit to Perfect Day at CocoCay. I think it's a very interesting name that they came up with, and their sign says it all. Will it be a perfect day, or will it be a not so great day for someone my age, 77? Is this going to be a perfect day? There were 2 ships docked at Perfect Day on the day we visited. It wasn't that far a walk to get to the island, but if you have mobility issues, there are trams that can take you there. I loved what they did to the walkway. It was plain cement, and yet they put these colorful geometric designs on the walkway, and it just livened it up. It was a really beautiful day in that it wasn't too hot and humid, and it wasn't too windy. The first thing we saw was the Thrill Water Park. Now, this is an extra fee experience. I can't tell you what's inside of it because I did not go in. We decided to take a tram to get an overview look at the island, and oh my, it was much bigger than I thought it was. There's 2 major swimming beaches and a gigantic pool. There's also a little water park for the kids. And so we took the tram ride around. It gave us a feel of just how immense this island is. There's a lot of it that's still undeveloped. We had lunch on the island, and there was a large selection, all buffet style, outdoors. We ate at a picnic table, and the food was very good. One interesting fact is that over 600 staff members actually live on the island. They rotate on and off as their contract expires. We're back. This time I purchased extra tickets to Hideaway Beach. These tickets range anywhere from $39 to $93. We're on the special tram that takes us to Hideaway Beach. Well, my first impression is they're playing loud music. I was hoping for like a kind of restful beach, but it doesn't look like that's what this is, but we'll see. Here's the entrance, and they have a nice big shaded area here. Oh, I see, that's the bar, of course. They have a huge bar. Nothing quiet about this area. Nice pool, but very crowded. And then we have this bar that you walk up to. where the music is coming from. There's a DJ right in the middle of the pool. Here's the beach. It looks like a lot of umbrellas. All I want is a shady spot to rest. And I would like to try going in the water. I have no idea if it's cold or not, but I will find out. These casitas can be rented for an additional fee. And for a large group, it might be fun. You get a sofa and chairs inside under the covering. And then there's a refrigerator. It looks like it's stocked with beer and sodas. And a sink. And then 4 seats under an umbrella. It seems like the beach side is not as popular as the pool side, which is fine with me. We're just looking for a shady chair, which I think we found one here. Nice view from my lounge chair here on Hideaway Beach. I don't think I've seen water this clear anywhere in a really long time. Most of the beaches in the Caribbean are not this clear. This is absolutely gorgeous water. I don't know if it's cold. Woo-hoo, yes, it is. It's cold. Yes, it is. Well, it's April. It hasn't warmed up yet. But maybe the swimming pool is warmer. We might try that, but I certainly wanted to step into the water. I hope I don't fall because I don't want to ruin the camera. But oh my, beautiful water. Some nice hammocks over there and little tables in the water. Looks like you can use those without an extra charge. One of the few things. Look at these bird kites. They have them attached to poles. There's our ship in the background, or at least one of the ships. I guess this lifeguard is sensitive to the sun. So right here at the beach, steps away, we have Slice of Paradise, where they have lunch. And they have empanadas, they have pizza, they have sandwiches, island, guava barbecue chicken, seafood, something or other. And of course over here, all of the drinks, the ice water and the flavored waters, which are especially nice. So they have lemon lime, tropical mango, and strawberry kiwi flavored waters, which I like because I don't want sugar in my drinks and I don't need fizz in my drinks. This is just perfect. I'm glad to see a hand washing station even here at the beach. The food and drinks here at the beach are included. There's no extra charge for this. So amazingly, I've only had empanadas once before. So I'm going to have these chicken empanadas here. So it's chicken in a pastry shell, and these are particularly small, but they taste fine. They're very tasty, they're nicely seasoned. This Hideaway pool is heated, and it's my very favorite part of the entire Perfect Day at CocoCay. It's enormous, it goes around in a large circle. So, do I recommend Perfect Day at CocoCay to seniors? Well, if you don't have any mobility issues, you might want to check it out. It's interesting. If you love swimming, there's plenty of beaches, but be prepared for crowds and many children because Royal Caribbean is marketing to families. So if those things don't bother you, then go ahead, have a beach day. For me, a quick visit, an overview, seeing what it's all about, and then going back to the ship on my first visit to CocoCay was more than enough. However, That was not true on my second visit when I visited Hideaway Beach, the adult beach.